Hello and welcome to the MRO Show presented by Chadwell Supply. I'm your host, Matthew Trotter, Director of Education. Chadwell Supply is 100% dedicated to the multifamily industry. Your order is on our truck, delivered the next day. Learn more at chadwellsupply.com. We are here at Apartmentalize 2024 in the great city of Philadelphia, and with me is David Chadwell. David, it's great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate you stepping into the booth and having a conversation with us.
Okay, well, let's...
Now, I'll tell you, David, I've been through many different conferences, and I've never been to Philadelphia before. This is my first time here.
My first time too, on the ground.
I'm actually flying through, right? But not.
Well, yeah, yes.
Not actually. What do you think? What do you think of the city?
It is different, almost like New York City downtown.
It's got that feel, doesn't it?
Yeah, but if you get outside just a little bit, it gets very much like home.
That pretty countryside, that suburbs, yeah, just like home.
Yeah, that's correct. In fact, we went and saw Rocky the statue.
I haven't been there yet. I got to make it today.
You need to do it. Get a picture taken.
Did you run the steps?
Raise your arms, and when you finish with that, run the steps.
You know what? For you, I'll do it.
Okay, that's great.
This conference, so this is the NAA conference, the National Apartment Association conference. How many years have we been here? Have we shown up with the National Apartment Association?
We have gone every year, basically, that we've been in business, except early on when we had a previous company called Chadwell Supply.
Yep.
And we may have missed 10 or 15 years at that time.
Okay.
But generally, we go to every conference that they have here.
That's phenomenal. But it's interesting. All the conferences I've been to, I don't usually see ownership at those conferences.
Well, I'm surprised because you can learn so much, meet so many good people, both vendors and potential customers. So,
absolutely.
They're missing the boat if they're not coming by and saying hello.
I agree with you 100% because honestly, seeing you here, seeing the Chadwell name present in the booth, you see customers come by. I think it really speaks to the investment that you have in this company.
Well, it does. And really, you meet some very, very nice people. And it's not just a business, but people buy from people.
People buy from people. I've been in this booth for the last day and a half. Dan, me and him just in here talking to people, sitting testimonies, and top three things. We always have them do the Chadwell Supply top three. The three things why they came to Chadwell Supply and what keeps them with us. Number one, almost every single time, is people. Personalities, relationship.
It's the relationship, and at the same time, you have to do the job.
The second thing they say the most is trust. And that's an interesting one because the representative, right, our Chadwell representative in the field, they're out there working. They're saying, they're the tip of the spear. They're saying, hey, we're going to do this. But they actually don't do the fulfillments. Where does the fulfillment come from?
That comes from our operation people, and we've got it set up to follow through on the delivery of the product that our customers buy with a real intent to be there on time when they need it. And right now we're running about a 98% fill rate.
I heard that. Who said that to me? John Daniel said that to me, and we said it on another podcast, and it kind of blew my mind because 98% is about as perfect in the industry as you can get. Like, I don't think there's 100. There might be 100, but I don't think anybody else. And we are literally topping the charts when it comes to that fulfillment rate.
Well, that's a real job, and you've got to work at it every day using the right technology. As you add inventory across the nation and try to keep it right, it is a real job to do that.
Speaking about going across the nation, I think I've lost count. How many states are we in now? Where have we grown to?
I can tell you how many branches we have. We serve an awful lot of states. We have 28 stocking locations.
28 branches.
Some of the branches may serve more than one state.
Because every morning the trucks go out.
That's correct.
Yep. And they've got much more than just a 1 or 2, hour radius. They'll stretch it out there pretty far.
That's correct. The only thing that stops us is a hurricane, tornado, or excessive snow.
Act of God.
But everybody deals with that.
Absolutely. So Chadwell Supply has been a staple in this industry for decades. What is something that you've seen change, and what is something that you absolutely love that hasn't changed?
Well, technology has continued to play a major part in our industry. It used to be, a salesman would take an order, write it on a yellow sheet of paper in his car. Hopefully he wasn't driving at the time.
Well, hopefully, but
he would run that in late in the afternoon and would pull the orders for shipping the next day. And we've concentrated on being able to ship the next day. But as technology has come along, the orders are easier to put in quicker. And we have more insight on what's required, what resources we have to put into the effort to accomplish what we're trying to do for our customers.
Absolutely. So that was the change factor that showed up. What's the one thing that's really stayed the same that you've loved about this industry that you've noticed?
The same will be our relationships with people.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's all about. We can push all the technology in that we want, but it's still important that you have a person-to-person relationship.
Absolutely. A phrase that came through in my conversations is transactional. That phrase has been kicked around a lot, and we are not transactional. We're not that's not our main focus is not the transaction that happens between businesses.
Yeah, that's correct. And as artificial intelligence comes on board and these other things, we're still going to hang on to being able to shake someone's hand.
100%. We had a gentleman testimony when he comes in. He's a doer. So this gentleman, he's got 4 or 5 properties he's responsible for. He's director of maintenance, and I think it was Matt up north here. The gentleman knows how to do his orders. He's good. Matt explained it once. I know how to do it. I don't need to be bothered with him again. But Matt keeps showing up. He's like, it's nice. The order's fine, but he's just always there talking with me, communicating, making sure that I'm in a good place. He doesn't need the help, but the relationship stays connected.
Yeah. And sometimes the salesman is able to do some on the job training on different products, especially where the use of the product may alter a little bit. And other times, you learn about their families and where they are in life and all of that. And so we're going to hang on to the person-to-person relationship.
Oh, absolutely we are. There's another phrase that came through that I actually didn't think about this, and this was an interesting one for me. So in multifamily, I'm new to multifamily. I have a background in education and creating content and building in the trades. That's why I was brought into this. But this market is new, so I've been out there learning about the market. And a phrase that was said to me that really stood out that I had never thought of before is that when we partner with properties, when we partner with these larger communities, Chadwell Supply and that property are now working together to help a home become a home.
Well, that's correct. And as the housing pressures in the country continue to, for a lot of people to get a lot worse,
yes,
we have to continue to help and partner along with property owners, property managers, maintenance men, in order to provide decent housing for people around this country.
It really kind of blew my mind that what we're doing is now affecting a family of 2, a family of 4, a family of 6. And it's so fulfilling after that point to just think about that and to have that as your career.
Yeah. Well, most people, when they start out, including me, I rent it, you know,
Yeah, same.
and so you need a pretty good foundation when you start that. And it's not all about the bottom line,
Right.
because when you get to the end of your life, that it's everything that you've accumulated is not going to amount to
Doesn't go
much
with
of
you.
anything.
No, that is the absolute truth. Well, David, let's do this. I usually would ask our customers, I would say, give me the top Chadwell 3. What I would like from you is you're speaking to our friends, to our customers, to everyone in Chadwell. What are the 3 things that really, that if you were going to say today, what advice would you give them? What's the top 1, 2, 3 things that you would say, moving forward, this, if you could frame your life, you could help somebody learn something, what would something like that be?
Well, first of all, I would say honor God in anything that you do and say. Take good care of your family, and provide for your family uh, through your work. And everyone has got a responsibility to work. And what we can do is to provide in our arena work for other people and solutions for property owners.
I love it. Thank you so much, David. Thank you for being here. Thank you for stepping into the booth, and thank you for stepping into the MRO show.